Spider-Man, directed by Sam Raimi, and is the first Spider-Man movie ever made, and the first in the classic Sam Raimi Spider-Man Trilogy from 2002 to 2007. Blimey, this movie is 15 years old now, with the release of Spider-Man Homecoming, which will hopefully be the best Spider-Man movie since the Sam Raimi trilogy. What better time than to look back on all 5 Spider-Man movies so far? So Spider-Man tells the story of Peter Parker. He's just the geek kid at school who nobody likes apart from his childhood crush Mary Jane and his friend Harry Osborn, who always supports him. But one day at a school trip he gets bitten accidentally by a radioactive spider, which I doubt he saw how far his life would go after that, as it gave him spider powers. After his Uncle Ben is tragically murdered, he decides to take his Uncle Ben's advice forever. With great power comes great responsibility. He uses his powers to become the hero Spider-Man, to protect New York from the villainous Green Goblin, who threatens to destroy everything he holds dear. Oh my goodness, guys. I absolutely love this movie. Spider-Man, it's one of my favourite superhero films of all time. It's so dear to me. The Sam Raimi trilogy as a whole is one of my favourite movie trilogies. Yeah, it would be in my top 5. I am being completely serious. Sam Raimi respected and loved Spider-Man, and he loved the comic book character as much as I did back in the day. Spider-Man's always been one of my favourite heroes, and this film is the perfect representation of Spider-Man on the big screen. This was the movie for me that completely gave comic book movies the perfect respect that they deserve. The first X-Men, from Bryan Singer, did change people's perspective of superhero movies, considering most of them in the 90s were pure shit, and that changed the game. But this Spider-Man movie just made people look at comic book movies as more than just campy fun, but masterpieces in their own right. And isn't it so odd that so many kids love Spider-Man, and I was only 7 when it came out, and yeah, I do have a great nostalgic attachment to it, so forgive me if I'm just blinded by love and don't nitpick at all. I can't help that. But only kids at 12 in the UK and US could see the first Spider-Man movie. I bet many kids were upset about that, but I am glad I saw it when I was 10, because it's as if Sam Raimi just took the comic and just made it come to life. Tobey Maguire, I don't care what everybody else thinks. Tobey Maguire is undoubtedly the best Peter Parker / Spider-Man ever. Sorry, Tom Holland, and he's above and beyond better than Andrew Garfield. He's reminds me of me. He's just so quiet, so trying to find his confidence. He's so relatable, as well as being able to make his own decisions. He has a tough life. You've got to really feel for the dude, and even when he is Spider-Man, yes, some of his problems are solved, but his problems don't completely go away. He still faces many challenges, many enemies, despite also making many friends, and that's why he's one of the best and the most popular comic book characters, because Stan Lee, when he created him, he gave him such a great characterization that Spider-Man's not just a hero saving the day. He's gonna face personal problems with his family. He's gonna face many enemies, and this movie just got that spot on. The suit here is perfect. Way better than the crappy suit in the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I just want to put that thing on. This movie actually makes you want to get bitten by a radioactive spider. And then you get spider powers. That's so freaking cool. Every other character in this movie is so strong. Kirsten Dunst as Mary Jane Watson. She is fantastic. This is one of her best performances. I mean, their romance is so cute. It's completely believable. As Peter's really shy about talking to her. And it's great how Peter, when he's Spider-Man, he keeps saving her life, but she has no idea it's him. And the upside down kiss they share is a truly iconic moment in comic book movies. Yeah, I actually put them as one of the 10 best movie couples ever. Yeah, you genuinely buy the chemistry between Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst, and James Franco as Harry Osborn. He's so great. This is James Franco's best role. He's much more likeable in this movie, as he's Peter's friend and defends Peter at high school through thick and thin, and the relationship between Peter, MJ and Harry is the main focus and the heart of this trilogy overall. And as well as Rosamund Park, she is just the always definitive Aunt May, infinitely better than Sally Field, and he's a solid father figure for Peter, and his death when Peter makes the mistake of letting the robber go after he does a wrestling match to buy a car to impress Mary Jane, but they only give him half the money, so as a revenge he just lets the crook go, and in the process that leads to his Uncle Ben getting shot. So, oh, his death is so sad. It's so devastating, and Peter is just grief-stricken. Yeah, when he goes off to hunt the robber responsible for murdering his uncle. That is such a awesome moment, and a very important moment for Peter's character indeed. It will inspire him to become the hero, with his Uncle Ben's inspirational words that I live by for life as well. And they especially did the Daily Bugle cast right. J.K. Simmons as Mr. Jameson is probably the most lovable supporting character in this trilogy, and one of the 10 best casting decisions of all time. No wonder they've never cast anybody else as Mr. Jameson but J.K. Simmons. I mean, I just love this guy. I mean, when he's like, I want pictures of Spider-Man! And the movie's villain, William Dafoe as the Green Goblin, one of the most underrated comic book movie villains. He's absolutely terrific, and people complain that he's over the top and cheesy, but that's what he's supposed to be. The Green Goblin was over the top in the comics, and I think that makes him incredibly fun and entertaining to watch, and just William Dafoe goes all out. He's loving the role, and the Green Goblin is one of Spider-Man's greatest enemies, as he one of Spider-Man's most personal foes, and consistently targets Spider-Man's weaknesses, and just the interactions between the two of them make for some of the best hero versus villain dynamics I have ever seen in film. This was made a day and age when superhero movies could just be a good standalone films and didn't have to be a fucking cinematic universe like they are nowadays. And not only that, but this film isn't one of those superhero movies that's trying to be the Dark Knight all the time like so many you see. It's just fun, and people hated on this trilogy at first because of its cheesiness, but that's what we want in a Spider-Man movie. That's the point. It's fun. Every kid and adult and Spider-Man fan will fall in love with this movie because of that, and I love the action scenes. It's not the best action in any Spider-Man movie by any means. The action would improve as the trilogy goes on, but it's still spectacular when it happens, and most of the action does take place in the second half. The movie's first half is very much the origin story about him discovering his powers, and the second half is basically Spider-Man versus Green Goblin. I know many will prefer the first half of this movie, they'll find it more engaging, but I personally prefer the second half, as that's when the movie reaches its highest high, and I'm just an action fan. The birth of the Green Goblin is quite intense. The spectacular first battle between Spidey and Green Goblin at the fair, and the fight in the burning building, to the epic and brutal final battle. Yeah, this movie, despite being very fun in tone, does have its dark moments. It really got violent towards the end, when the Green Goblin is just determined to just destroy Spider-Man and is not showing him any mercy, and you could feel the rage boiling between the two, and the Green Goblin's death is unexpectedly dark, where he accidentally commits suicide by impaling himself with his own glider. My mum at the time was worried if I was okay watching that, but I was just so gripped. I just wanted to see this movie till the end, and the special effects for 2002 still look pretty good. Now in 2017, people think this film's slightly dated, and maybe the effects aren't as impressive now, but they don't have to be. They still contain the great comic book feel that this movie needs, and the cinematography stunning when you see Spidey just swinging through the streets of New York, and plenty of comedy here too, like Spidey's one-liners, "It's you that's out, Gobby, out of your mind," and there plenty of heartfelt moments among the characters, particularly the scenes between Peter and Aunt May, and the music by Danny Elfman, who does the Simpsons soundtrack. Oh my goodness, it's catchy as hell. I fucking love it. So I remember that opening Spider-Man theme to all three films in this trilogy by heart. Dun 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 dun. Wow, and the cliffhanger of this film. I know this is one of the 4 Spider-Man movies that's ended with a funeral scene, but I don't mind it here since this was only the first film, and the sets up so many perfect cliffhangers that just make you immediately want Spider-Man 2 to come. You want to know how Peter and MJ are going to end up together. You want to see where Harry's storyline is going to go after he blames Spider-Man for his father's death. Excellent setup for Spider-Man 2, which, spoiler alert, turns out even better. I don't know how they did it, but overall, guys, Spider-Man is a fucking wonderful superhero movie. I think it's a flawless film. I don't have any flaws with it at all. I'm so happy that it's now 15 years old. It's completely hold up way better than the shitfest that was the Amazing Spider-Man films, and Sam Raimi should indeed be proud. I give Spider-Man 5 stars out of 5. Toby, we miss you. Please come back. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What do you think of Spider-Man? Please comment, let me know. Please like this video and subscribe, and please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love making new subscribers, meeting new people, making new friends, and talking to you guys about movies. I really appreciate that. And please follow me on Twitter and on Google+, and I'll see you all next time when I review Spider-Man 2. I cannot wait to talk about that one. I'll see you then. Bye, guys.